Are you tired of overpaying for 2026 plastic cars that spend more time in the shop than on the road? In a world of disposability, there is still one brand that builds legends: the Hook and the Legend. If you want to talk about buy it once, keep it forever, we have to start with the king. This is the 2003 Lexus GX470. In 2026, while everyone is complaining about fragile turbocharged 3-cylinder engines, this beast is sitting on a legendary iron block 4.7-liter V8. This isn't just a luxury SUV, it's a Toyota Land Cruiser Prado wearing a tuxedo. It was built in the Tahara plant in Japan, the same place where they build cars with surgical precision. This is the vehicle people buy when they want to survive an apocalypse in total comfort. The heart of the beast, the 2UZF-E. Let's talk about the engine, the 2UZF-E V8. This motor is famous for doing 500,000 miles without breaking a sweat. It produces 235 horsepower and 320 pound-feet of torque. It's not a race car, but it's a tractor in disguise. It's smooth, it's silent, and it's over-engineered to the point of insanity. But Kanka, listen closely. Because it's a 2003 model, you have to remember the timing belt. This is an interference engine. If that belt snaps, the engine is toast. If you buy one today, change the timing belt and water pump immediately, and you're good for another 100,000 miles of stress-free driving. The reality check. What to watch out for. Now, I promise to be candid. Even a Lexus isn't perfect. If you're hunting for a GX470 in 2026, you need to check these 3 things or you'll regret it. 1. Frame rust. This is the only thing that can actually kill this car. Get underneath it with a flashlight. If the frame looks like a flaky croissant, walk away. 2. The secondary air injection pump. If it fails, the car goes into limp mode. It's a common issue, but there are cheap bypass kits available that solve the problem forever. 3. The rear air. Suspension. After 20 years, those airbags will leak. You'll wake up and see the rear of your car squatting on the floor. Pro tip: don't replace the airbags. Swap them for a high-quality coil spring conversion. It's cheaper, and it will never fail again. If the GX470 we just talked about is a tank, the 2010 Lexus RX350 is a luxury lounge on wheels. In 2026, while brand new crossovers are vibrating with tiny 3-cylinder engines and CVT transmissions, the RX350 reminds us what a real SUV feels like. This was the first year of the 3rd generation, and Lexus didn't just build a car, they perfected a recipe. It's quiet, it's effortless, and it's arguably the most reliable luxury crossover ever made. Period. If you hate your mechanic and love your bank account, pay attention. The masterpiece under the hood. Under the hood, you'll find the legendary 2GRFE 3.5 liters V6. This engine is the GOAT, greatest of all time, of the V6 world. It's the same heart found in the Camry and Avalon, but here it's tuned for pure silk. No turbos to blow up, no complex hybrid systems to fail, just 275 horsepower of linear, reliable power. It uses a timing chain, so no more expensive belt services like the GX. If you change the oil every 5,000 miles, this engine will literally laugh at 300,000 miles. It's the kind of reliability that makes Mercedes and BMW engineers lose sleep at night. The mechanic's reality check. Listen carefully. But Kanka, even the Queen has a few secrets. If you're shopping for one in 2026, you need to check these 3 specific Lexus quirks. 1. The oil cooler line. This is the big one. Early 2010 models had a rubber hose for the oil cooler that can burst and kill the engine in minutes. The fix? Swap it for the $100 all-metal version immediately. If the previous owner already did it, they loved this car. 2. The power lift gate. The motor for the rear trunk is known to get tired. If it makes a clicking sound or doesn't open, it can be a $1,000 repair. Test it 5 times before you sign the papers. 3. Water pump. Around the 120,000 mile mark, these water pumps tend to weep. It's not a car killer, but it's a standard maintenance item you should budget for. If you see pink crusty stuff near the belts, use it to negotiate $500 off the price. The verdict. The 2010 RX350 is the ultimate buy it once, keep it forever crossover. The interior materials are still better than most 2026 economy cars, and the ride quality is like floating on a cloud. In a world where everything is built to break, the RX350 is built to last. It's the smart person's luxury car. You buy it for the badge, you keep it for the peace of mind. If you find one with 120,000 miles and a thick folder of service records, don't hesitate, just buy it. Moving from SUVs to sedans, we have the king of entry-level luxury, the 2018 Lexus ES350. In 2026, this car is a hidden gem. Why? Because 2018 was the final year of the 6th generation. In the car world, final year means perfected. Every bug was fixed, every squeak was silenced, and every part was polished to perfection. This isn't a sports sedan. It's a quiet fortress. It's designed to isolate you from the chaos of the outside world. If you want a car that feels as solid as a vault but rides like a cloud, this is the one. The economic advantage? Regular gas and bulletproof power. Under the hood, you get the tried-and-true 3.5-liter V6 2GR-FE. It's smooth, reliable, and surprisingly punchy with 268 horsepower. But here is the secret sauce. Unlike the GS or the IS we'll talk about later, the ES350 runs on regular 87-octane gas. In 2026, with fuel prices being what they are, that's a massive win for your wallet. The 6-speed automatic transmission in this car is one of the most reliable units ever made. It doesn't hunt for gears, it doesn't jerk, it just works. If you keep up with basic maintenance, this powertrain is easily a 300,000-mile companion. The Lexus quirks, tech and interior. Now, let's be honest, no car is perfect. Inside the 2018 ES, the build quality is 10 out of 10, but the technology is, well, 2010. 1. The remote touch interface. It uses a little mouse-like controller that can be frustrating to use while driving. You'll get used to it, but it's definitely not a Tesla screen. 2. No Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. In 2018, Lexus was still stubborn about this. You'll need a $200 aftermarket dongle if you want your phone apps on that screen. 3. The seats. They are extremely durable, but some owners find them a bit firm for very long road trips. Check the seat comfort during your test drive. The verdict. The 2018 ES350 is the car you buy when you've outgrown the need to prove anything to anyone. It's dignified, it's incredibly reliable, and it has one of the lowest ownership costs in the luxury segment. It's the ultimate buy it once, keep it forever sedan. It won't give you a headache, it won't break the bank, and in 2046, it will probably still be running perfectly. If you find one with a clean interior and a dealer service history, take the keys and never let go. If the 2003 GX470 we started with is the grandfather, the 2017 Lexus GX460 is the prime athlete. In 2026, this is one of the last old-school SUVs left on the road. It's body-on-frame, it has a naturally aspirated V8, and it doesn't care about trends. While other luxury brands were moving to fragile turbo engines and touchscreens that fail, Lexus kept building this tank. It's the Toyota 4Runner's rich, much more sophisticated cousin. If you want to look like a boss and drive through a brick wall at the same time, this is your ride. The 4.6-liter V8, over-engineered to perfection. Under the hood is the 1UR-FE 4.6-liter V8. It produces 301 horsepower and 329 pound-feet of torque. It's not a speed demon, but it's incredibly smooth. This engine was built with one goal: durability. It uses a timing chain, and the internal components are massive. It was built at the Tahara plant in Japan, where the standards are so high they check engines with stethoscopes. In 2026, finding a V8 that is this quiet and this reliable is like finding a needle in a haystack. It's a 400,000-mile engine, Kanka. Easy. The mechanics reality check. But let's get real. Even a tank has maintenance needs. Here is what you need to look for on a 2017 model. The coolant valley plate. Leak. This is the most famous GX460 issue. Coolant can slowly leak from a plate under the intake manifold. It won't kill the engine instantly, but it's a $1,000 to $1,500 labor-heavy job. Check for pink crusty spots with a flashlight before you buy. The barn door. The rear door opens sideways, not up. It's cool, but in tight parking spots, it's a nightmare. Also, check the hinge. If it's been slammed too hard for years, it might sag. Fuel economy. Let's be honest, it drinks gas like a thirsty camel. In 2026, you don't buy this for the MPG. You buy it for the smiles per gallon and the fact that it will never leave you stranded. The verdict. The 2017 GX460 is the perfect balance of modern looks, thanks to that massive spindle grille, and old-school reliability. It has the Kinetic Dynamic Suspension System, KDSS, which keeps it flat in corners but amazing off-road. This is a buy it once, keep it forever vehicle because it doesn't have the planned obsolescence of its European rivals. It holds its value better than almost any SUV on this list. Buy it, change the fluids, and your kids will probably be driving it to their college graduation in 2040. Next on our list is a car that many enthusiasts call the best-kept secret in the luxury world. The 2015 Lexus GS350. In 2026, while European sports sedans from this era are mostly sitting in scrap yards or costing their owners thousands in sensor repairs, the GS350 is still out there, carving corners and looking like $1 million. This is the car Lexus built to take down the BMW 5 Series, and they didn't just match the Germans in handling, they beat them in soul and absolutely destroyed them in reliability. This is the L10 generation, specifically the 2015 model, which many consider the sweet spot, before the styling became too aggressive and the tech became overly complicated. Under the hood is the masterpiece we keep talking about, the 3.5-liter V6 2GR-FSE. This engine features a sophisticated D4-S dual-injection system. It's snappy, it sounds mechanical and raw, and it pumps out 306 horsepower without the help of a single turbocharger. It's a pure, naturally aspirated experience that gives you instant throttle response every single time you hit the gas. Because there's no turbo, there's significantly less heat under the hood, which means your gaskets, hoses, and plastics stay healthy for decades, not just years. But let's talk about why this is a keep-it-forever car. The build quality of the GS is a step above the ES. It's built on a dedicated rear-wheel drive platform with a heavy emphasis on chassis rigidity. When you shut the door of a 2015 GS, it sounds like a bank vault. The leather, the real wood trim, and the aluminum accents are so high quality that even after 150,000 miles, the interior usually looks brand new. Of course, even a legend has a few things to watch for. If you're hunting for a GS350 today, you need to listen for a clicking sound behind the dashboard when you turn on the AC. That's the HVAC servo motors. It's a tedious fix, but once it's done, it's done. Also, if you go for the F Sport trim, keep in mind that the brakes are massive and high performance, which means they are more expensive to replace than your average Toyota. Finally, check the sunroof seal. If it's brittle, it can cause some wind noise at high speeds, but it's a cheap rubber piece to replace. In 2026, the 2015 GS350 represents the perfect balance of modern luxury and old-school mechanical over-engineering. It's a car that rewards the driver but respects the owner's wallet. It's fast, it's sharp, and it's arguably the most reliable sports sedan ever built. If you find one in liquid platinum or obsidian black with a clean history, buy it immediately. You aren't just buying a sedan, you're buying a masterpiece that will never let you down. If you want a car that's fast enough to embarrass modern sports sedans but reliable enough to go 300,000 miles, the 2007 Lexus IS350 is your secret weapon. While most people accidentally buy the IS250 and suffer from carbon buildup issues, the smart money goes for the 350. Why? Because the 3.5-liter V6 in this car features port, and direct injection, meaning the engine stays clean and breathes perfectly for decades. It pushes over 300 horsepower to the rear wheels, hitting 60 miles per hour in just over 5 seconds. It's a literal rocket ship in a designer suit. But Conca, here's the candid truth for 2026. These cars often suffer from the sticky dash, or melting interior syndrome, due to UV damage. Before you buy, touch the dashboard and door panels. If they feel like black gum, you've got a project on your hands. Also, keep an eye on the alternator. They tend to give up around the 150,000 mile mark. Other than that, the IS350 is basically a bulletproof engine wrapped in a compact, sexy body. It's the perfect buy-it-once car for someone who wants luxury and speed without the nightmare of German repair bills. Wrapping up our list is the car that proves luxury doesn't have to be expensive to own. The 2016 Lexus CT200h. In 2026, with fuel prices hitting record highs and city centers getting more crowded, this car is a total cheat code. It's a premium hatchback that shares its DNA with the world-famous Toyota Prius, which means you get 40+ miles per gallon while sitting in a cabin wrapped in genuine Lexus-grade materials. Now, many people call this a fancy Prius, but that's an oversimplification. The CT200h features a much stiffer chassis, a lower center of gravity, and a sportier suspension setup. It's surprisingly nimble in corners, and unlike a Prius, it actually looks sharp and prestigious in a corporate parking lot. It's for the person who wants the Lexus badge and the reliability of a Swiss watch, but has the common sense to want the lowest maintenance costs in the luxury segment. The heart of this car is the 1.8-liter hybrid Synergy drive system. This powertrain is legendary for a reason. There are units in taxi fleets across the world with over 400,000 miles on the original engine and transmission. Because it's a hybrid, you don't have an alternator, a starter motor, or traditional drive belts that wear out. Your brake pads even last twice as long thanks to regenerative braking. It's a car designed to save you money every single day you drive it. But since we are in 2026, let's talk about the keep it forever reality. By now, a 2016 model might be approaching its first big milestone, the hybrid battery. While these batteries are incredibly durable, they aren't immortal. However, don't let the dealership scare you. There are now countless specialized shops that can refurbish individual cells or replace the entire pack for a fraction of the cost of a new car. It's a one-time investment that pays for itself in gas savings within months. The only other thing to watch out for is the EGR, exhaust gas recirculation system. Over time, it can get clogged with carbon. If you ignore it, it can lead to engine vibrations or even a blown head gasket. My pro tip? Have a mechanic clean the EGR valve and cooler every 100,000 miles. It's a simple maintenance task that keeps this engine running for 500,000 miles. The 2016 Lexus CT200h is the ultimate smart luxury move. It's practical, it's beautiful, and it's arguably the most reliable hybrid ever built. If you want a car that will still be sipping fuel and looking great in 2036, this is your winner. It's the perfect end to our list because it represents what Lexus does best, making high-end engineering accessible and unbreakable.